Today I'm going to be reading an excerpt from Looking for Alaska, which was banned for offensive language, sexually explicit materials, and how it was unsuited for the age group that it was targeting. Well, John Green once said in a response to the book being banned that text is meaningless without context. And basically here he is saying that without a point to what you're writing, then it's meaningless. He says this because a parent chose one particular page of his novel, showed it to an administrator, so the book got banned with no objection. The scene at which he's talking about that was responsible for the banning was an awkward and failed attempt to complete oral sex, which is written very coldly and clinically. The passage contains one adjective throughout the entire thing, which was nervous. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little section. Alaska read the sticker on the top of the video. The bitches of Madison County. Well, ain't that just delightful? We ran with it to the TV room, closed the blinds, locked the doors, and watched the movie. It opened with a woman standing on a bridge with her legs spread while a guy knelt in front of her, giving her oral sex. No time for dialogue, I suppose. By the time they started doing it, Alaska commented in her righteous indignation. They just don't make sex look fun for women. The girl is just an object. Look at that. I was already looking, needless to say. A woman crouched on her hands and knees while a guy knelt behind her. She kept saying, "Give it to me," and moaning, and though her eyes, brown and blank, betrayed her lack of interest, I couldn't help but take mental notes. "Hands on your shoulders," I noted. "Fast, but not too fast, or it's going to be over. Fast. Keep your grunting to a minimum." As if reading my mind, she said, "God, Pudge, never do it that hard. That would hurt. That looks like torture, and all she can do is just sit there and take it. That is not a man and a woman. It's a penis and a vagina. What's erotic about that? Where's the kissing? Give their position. I don't think they can kiss right now," I noted. "That's my point. Just by virtue of how they're doing it, it's objectification. He can't even see her face. That is what can happen to women, Pudge. That woman is someone's daughter. That is what you make us do for money." "Well, not me," I said defensively. "I mean, not technically. I don't like produced porn movies." "Look me in the eye and tell me that this doesn't turn you on, Pudge." I couldn't. She laughed. "It was fine," she said. "Healthy." And then she got up, stopped the tape, laid down on her stomach across the couch, and mumbled something. "What did you say?" I asked, walking to her, putting my hand on the small of her back. "Shh," she said. "I'm sleeping." Just like that, from 100 miles an hour to sleep in a nanosecond. I wanted so badly to lie down next to her on the couch, to wrap my arms around her and sleep. Not fuck, like in those movies. Not even have sex, just sleep together in the most innocent sense of the phrase. But I lacked the courage, and she had a boyfriend, and I was gawky, and she was gorgeous, and I was hopelessly boring, and she was endlessly fascinating. So I walked to my room, collapsed in the bottom bunk, thinking that if people were rain, I was drizzle, and she was a hurricane. Basically, in context, this novel argues that emotional, intimate kissing can be more fulfilling than emotional, empty oral sex. John Green, in his rebuttal to the book being banned, said that students do not read and think things such as, "I should just go have such non-intimate oral sex," or "join a gang," or "jump off a bridge." Better off is what we are when we're well informed of what's around us and what's possible. Well, whenever we have a well-rounded person, and we have a good education, that way our population is more likely to start off businesses or be more successful. He says that books challenge, not corrupt us. If you have a view that can be changed by a novel, then the novel is not the problem. And I agree with him. Just by reading this doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and do that. So, I mean, he makes a good point through his rebuttal. That's all. Thank you.